Hi, this is Daylon and welcome to another session of Coaching Question of the Month. How has your January been so far? Have you been working towards the goals that you have set last year or even at the start of this year? So the coaching question of this month is actually going to be very helpful for those who want to ensure that they hit their goals or exceed their goals this year. So stay tuned for the rest of the question. So if you have problems with actually sticking to a goal and being able to achieve them, or upon reflection you've realized that maybe you haven't read as many books as you wanted to read last year, or even done the courses or meet your fitness goal from last year itself, perhaps it is time to change up your strategy a little bit, because this is what most people do when they're trying to meet their goals. They get very enthusiastic about their goals in January, in February, and then that is where they actually start to trail off with life, and they stop actually investing time and resources in their goals itself. And this is for one simple reason, because they didn't manage to build the right habits. So the coaching question of the month today is, what kind of habits would I need to build to support me for my goals this year in 2023, right? So this is the kind of habits that we might want to build in order to achieve our goals. And the best kind of habits are ones that are done consistently and are done in a very small effort and small commitment basis. What do I mean by that? Right? A lot of people want to set goals of working out maybe every day or every 3 days or every 2 days a week itself, and this can become quite a difficult habit to maintain. So often we see a lot of people go to the gym in January and February, but then later in March, after Chinese New Year, that's actually where people stop going to the gym because they didn't manage to keep up a sustainable habit. So if you're someone who doesn't like working out on a daily basis or have never worked out before, it doesn't make sense for you to set a goal where you go to the gym every day or go to it like 3 times a week. Perhaps the smallest thing you can do, right? One potentiality is to actually do it on a daily basis. Maybe do a 5 to 10 minute workout every morning, except during weekends. Right? That will make the goal very, very sustainable and very, very easy to achieve, because once you're doing 5 to 10 minutes and you get started, that actually puts you in a very different frame of mind. Either that, or you can follow what I've been doing for years in my life, which is actually work out seriously once a week. And one of the things I do to keep myself committed to this goal is actually to get my friend to come down to where I stay and work out together with me, so that we have a peer commitment and we're working out together, and there's that peer pressure for me to also like commit. And if my friend is working out with me, it's also more fun in the process, and I know I will stick through the goals itself. So that is one potential way for you to build a stronger habit, which is actually to involve peer pressure or your friends in the picture itself. And actually make sure you break down that habit into something that's very, very simple. So there's a saying that it takes about 21 days for a habit to solidify, right? So in this case, you will want to ensure that your first 21 days in executing this habit, you want to make sure you do that consistently and religiously, and make sure that you note down and go through with it. Because when you're able to break through that 21 days, that's actually where it gets easier for you to actually maintain that habit and ensure there's some level of consistency throughout. So in the context of actually changing your career, or in the context of actually being able to upskill yourself or going through the courses yourself, for example, you might also want to build some habits along the way. For example, for your own personal and professional development, maybe you want to commit 5 to 10 minutes a day reading about the tech industry, or reading about the subject called UX design or product management, if that's the industry and the field that you want to break into. And by investing time in doing that, it actually compounds right? And habits, when it compounds, it gets very, very powerful. You actually do way more than everyone else who's not spending that 5 to 10 minutes a day. Okay, so that's one potentiality you might want to consider when it comes to actually reaching your career goals or your learning goals in this coming new year itself. I hope this coaching question of the month has been helpful for you, and if you do enjoy this video, please like and share this with a friend who might also need it. And if you are not subscribed to our YouTube channel, do subscribe to stay in touch with us, as well as get our amazing content delivered to your YouTube feeds every single week. And at the same time, if you haven't checked out CuriousCore.com, please feel free to check out for more amazing content, including our podcast, Working in UX Design. And this is Daylon. Stay curious, and I'll see you next month for another session of Coaching Question of the Month.